Perfect. Welcome. We're here. It's D&DDT. It's a special Tasty Friday. We got all the boys back, and our Fire Marshal Bill is gone. We're sad to see him go, but we're happy to see or invite, etc., etc. You'll hear about him shortly. This is episode 140 of D&DDT. We're going to be trapping ourselves this May, or are we? We're going to get recording, and when we hear the disembodied voice of the creepy lady, we'll know it's time for another episode of DDT with one and only Tasty Boys.
Tasty Boys. Tasty Boys.
Recording in progress.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, and welcome to another delicious episode of D&DDT with the one and only Tasty Boys.
Tasty
Boys!
D&DDT is an ongoing, fast-casual Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition interdimensional culinary experience. I'm the Beard. I'll be here all evening, dungeon mastering for the boys as we go to trap ourselves as May. Or will we? We'll see. I'll have the boys introduce themselves as they are wont to do in reverse chronological order. But first, we're here on twitch.tv/KnownWorldUnited, where you can catch us every other Wednesday, except for when we record on Fridays. You can also find us at DNDDT Podcast on Twitter, and find the Known World United channel and so much more delicious role-playing goodness and other gaming goodness at Known World Unite on Twitter. So thanks so much for stopping by. Without further ado, I'll hand it over to the ringer.
All right, I'm Nature and D&D Ringer playing Bard Extraordinaire Horatio Hetfeld. Last time on D&DDT, I assaulted a golem.
Also, your cape billowed.
It did. It was great.
Yeah.
I'm Warrior. I play Kletos Begor, spelled like it sounds. Minotaur Monk, Red Meat Babyface, Big Doomtree, and Horatio Hetfield, and a bunch of other stuff. Last time on D&DDT, I put an unfathomable amount of salt in my fanny pack.
True story.
I am Ornvite, resident international Iron Man deathmatch superstar extraordinaire, and I play Digadoomtree, Tabaxi Warlock of the Woods. And last time, I'm not sure what I did, but I bet it was useful.
I'm going to say your intro last time sounded almost identical to that. Almost identical. If you want to watch
Spot
that, you
on.
can go back, twitch.tv/KnownWorldUnited. Go check it out. Down here, or over there. Maybe up here.
Somewhere on the interface.
Hey, Dan.
Hi, I'm referee Dan Fitzgerald. I'm tired. I play Lom Twilight Forge. I'm tired, but I'm going to get through this slowly but surely.
And don't call him Shirley.
Swifty Barbarian Thief Dwarf Man. I genuinely am trying to remember what we did last time. And when we start getting through it, they will all come rushing back to me. But right now, I am drawing nothing but blanks. This is going to be the most Lom episode of Lom episodes. I've only been home for like maybe an hour and a half. Less than that, probably. What is time?
Nailed it.
All right, and I am Joel, playing Big Bloody Rock Leaf Bottom, the stout, very stout, extra stout, halfling barbarian turned monk. Last time on D&DDT, Rock stuck his head underwater and helped defeat a seasoned warrior.
See, you did save it for the podcast.
I just repurposed.
True story. So, the boys have made it all the way to the deep, dark heart of the forest, where memories live, as does Esme. And if you don't remember what Esme looks like, picture that lovely puppy that guards the Philosopher's Stone in Harry Potter. Only replace it with a dragon with 3 heads. Ding. On the last episodes of D&DDT, they gathered the components to construct a Zmay trap, which compose of a pound of salt from our seasoned warrior, a known thief of dragon's treasure, of which the boys are/have many, a creeping vine of surpassing age, and a silver bell with draconic ruins. The Zmay Manya dwells deep within the heart of the forest. And your good friend Mama Ladva has given you the directions by which to trap the Zmay and free Vidania, who is a daughter of Lavosia. And so you have encountered many a vision and visage as you've been hanging out here near the heart, and there's nothing left to do but to head to the Eastern Heart, where you can perform this Maytrap incantation. So, in the deep of the heart, there lies the Legion Oak. Beneath the oak, deep within, is the waking heart of the forest. You've also been tasked from Mama Ladva to bring back some sap from the heart. And she has told you how to set this trap. The casting time takes 2 hours, and as you do it, the incantation requires a minimum of 4 participants, supplying the 4 items which you have obtained. The idea behind it is that it focuses the Zmay's greed and rage into an unquenchable obsession to attack a thief or egg napper. As casters, you must use salt to draw a ritual circle around the Legion Oak, as told by Mama Ladva. It is the greatest tree in all of the forest. Within that circle, the thief and no others must remain. The incantation will draw out some of the forest spirit to compel the Zmay to race directly towards the victim. And it takes 2 hours to do this. So while we are doing this, we can explore the Legion Oak when we get there. We can set up, one of the reasons why she suggested to set this up around the Legion Oak is to essentially turn the forest against the Zmay, so you had additional compatriots in your fight. And she suggested to get up into its limbs. So we can head to the Legion Oak now. As we set up the trap, there will be challenges, skill checks that we will need to pass in order to properly cast this incantation, and I will allow you to make some decisions on how those are going to happen, as well as choosing which one of you lucky boys is going to be the dragon bait. So, off on our way to the eastern heart of the forest, the shadowed stillness of the forest heart intensifies towards its center, where a monumental oak, encrusted with dozens of cancerous galls and burls, rises at least 200 feet above the forest floor and spreads its writhing branches, many thicker than ordinary oak's trunks, even further horizontally, creeping up and down, left and right along the ground. A 2-foot thick layer of leaves and fallen branches blankets the ground below, making the terrain treacherous. Dry and dead saplings dot the ground, their lives cut short by the thick canopy above. Okay, so here we are. The Legion Oak itself is quite large. We're looking at a kind of width of its branches at probably 100 feet. The trunk itself is massive, nearly 20 feet by 20 feet or 20 feet by 20 feet, nearly 20 feet in diameter. It's not square, surprisingly. No square trees, baby. So this is what we need to do in order to get our May trap sprung. All right. We are going to need to make some survival checks, some arcana checks, some deception checks, and some insight checks. And so we're going to start off by rolling initiative, and we'll go in initiative order until you complete this. You can fail. The idea is that this takes a long time because not all of these are going to succeed. The 2-hour incantation is kind of the setup of all of these things. So as you're setting up all the components, the salt ring, setting the thief of Dragon's treasure in the kind of center, the idea being that you could distract it, it will strike the tree and the denizens of the heart of the forest will act as allies in your desire to slay this May. Hashtag slay May. Slays May. Make a trend, people. Yeah.
Yes, Queen's Way.
All right. So please.
So survival, arcana, insight, and what?
Deception.
Deception or perception? Deception.
Yeah. Like D's nuts.
Wait, I got advantage on that one. Am I doing? Oh.
And I got 23 to start us off.
All right, 23 for Horatio. Anybody higher than 23 for initiative? Okay.
I rolled a natural 1.
Nice.
Oh.
Anybody higher than 20?
I rolled a 20.
I'll take that. Do you have a 0 for a dexterity modifier?
Well, I with modifier it was a 20.
Oh, okay. All right. So Rock, higher than 15? Higher than 10?
Yes.
Okay. Who's 9, 8? What are we looking at?
I'm a 14.
Okay.
I got 13.
Okay. I like that I said higher than 10 and started naming things lower
Going
than
down.
10. Yeah, nailed it.
So Orin, then Bono.
Yeah. And then
I'm going to say Tony Stark. Warrior, what's your number?
4.
I'm not going to say my phone number on stream.
You rolled a 1. What's your dex bonus?
6. It's 6 total.
Okay. 6? Okay.
Not going to get me to do it again.
555 2469.
I'll DM you.
Yeah. That's what he always says. Don't believe in the promises.
3099.
Yes. Okay. Horatio, as we begin this, the other thing is we're going to go through one round. At the end of that round, I'd like us to select our thief. All right. So, Horatio, survival, arcana, deception, insight.
It's got to be arcana.
Does it?
All right. I'm going to start us off with the low roll.
All right.
Well, so I rolled a 4, but it's 17.
All right. That is a failure. Rock.
Dang. Okay.
You are next.
Okay. I'm going to go with survival.
Okay.
And I rolled a 20.
All right. That is a failure. Digger.
I'll do insight. Hold on. I have to do it on here. Skills. I'm going to use my luck, or
Okay.
one of them. Come on, roll. Oh boy.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'll do that again. If a 20 didn't pass the 1.
Yeah, no, that's
Oh, that's much better. That's a 28.
That will be
I
a
rolled-
pass.
I rolled a 2 and then a 4.
oh Christ.
Also, Oren, if you want to turn your camera a little bit to your right, the spear of Digger is going right through your nose the entire time.
I
That's
think
what I
he's
want.
doing
I mean-
that on purpose.
All right, you
No,
enjoy
I have
that
no
then.
idea what the interface looks like.
Perfect. There it is. Much better. Yep, there you go. Nailed it. Yeah, just show us. Yep, just keep going.
Perfect.
There you go.
It's
Now,
just
now
keep
you're just right next to Lam.
Perfect.
All right, perfect.
Almost
right
there.
centered.
And
All
those three of you that saw what happened in the background, that was my girlfriend coming home from work and then falling onto the floor. She's fine. Don't
Perfect.
worry about it.
Oh, your background is blurry, but I could see Digger's cat in the background, so I was pretty happy about that.
All right,
but-
Lam, survival,
left?
arcana, deception, insight.
Oh, we all get it. It wasn't just okay. You said deception is what's an
Deception,
option?
insight, arcana, and survival.
I will do deception.
Okay.
Inception.
Oh no,
What is oh no? A 1?
14.
Yep, that is a fail.
A big old
And
fail.
Cletos.
I'll do survival.
All right.
That's the only one of those I'm good at. That is 23.
That's a pass. All right. After the first round, we have a pass in survival and a pass in insight. We need 2 more survival passes, 3 arcana passes, 2 deception passes, and 1 more insight pass to lay the trap. Now, boys, we need a known thief of Dragon's treasure. So, which boy will be in the middle of the ring? Something.
I'm the only one
pleasure.
that's exempt, unless I busted out the disguise kit.
I think it should be me because whatever's gonna happen, I think I'd be the hardiest to take it.
I agree.
I haven't stolen from a dragon, so I can't.
I can cast a shadow of me.
Yeah, no.
I think this has to be.
It has
I think
to
this
be.
has to be the real
an
deal.
authentic dragon thief.
So
one
if
of
you're
you-
standing right next to the shadow you, that will work just fine.
So we're using up all our deception in these checks, so we have to be honest with our thief. That works.
Yeah, I can be the thief if Lom doesn't want to be.
No, I will stand in the center.
Well, I'm just going to do it.
Like
All
if
right.
he dies, he dies.
All right,
There, see,
Plum,
the
you
spirit,
are our known
here we
thief
are.
of Dragon's treasure. Also, can you share with everybody what you stole from the dragons?
I mean, it would have to have been the baby dragon teeth after we murdered that pile of baby dragons. So
That
Oh.
will qualify. Murdering baby
That's
dragons
like
and
a
stealing
real
their
bad one,
teeth.
too.
Just a
I
bunch of
regret nothing.
charred husk remains when the dragon came home, and not only were all of their children dead, but their teeth had been stolen.
Oh, the dragon made it
Because
home.
psychic.
Spoilers.
spoilers, yeah. Come on, man. We didn't know it came back.
Man, it's just like you guys. Like, oh, I'm just gonna summon some elementals all willy-nilly. Don't worry about their families. I see how it is. All right, top of the pops. Murdered children stole their teeth. Good enough.
So sorry. What's the count on checks we need again?
3. So you need a total of 3 survival, 3 arcana, 2 deception, 2 insights. You have passed 1 survival and failed 1 survival. You have failed an arcana, failed a deception, and passed 1 insight.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to give Arcana another shot here, and hopefully I can roll higher than a 4. All right, well, that's an 11, so 24.
That is a success, Horatio.
Excellent.
Rock.
Going for survival again.
All right.
21.
That is a failure.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So these are big boy pants checks. Digger.
Sure are.
Rock wears short
I'll-
pants.
I'll do
So do I.
insight again. If it rolls. Hey, 24?
24. Yes, that is. You did deception?
Insight.
Insight. All right, we have both of our insight checks completed. Lom, you're up.
I'm gonna do deception again because that's the only one with a higher modifier than the rest.
All right.
Did you pass, Lom? Is that a
Natural
goodie?
1.
I think
Heyo. All right,
I'm
that counts as
on.
2 failures. And Kletos.
Oh, okay. Sure. That's a good roll. That's well, maybe it's a good roll. I don't know. It's a 22. It's a decent roll.
That is good, and that is for
Survival.
All right. You got your second survival pass. All right, so as you're doing this, just to give you a little context, since we've reached the end of the next round, the Legion Oaks branches and roots snake up and down kind of throughout this area of the forest. You can move through the tree's space, but it requires care. As I mentioned, there's a lot of undergrowth. So unless you have something to counteract that, for the sake of this encounter, it's treated as difficult terrain. The other pieces of this is before this May Manya comes, you're also able to set traps. You're able to clear branches or kind of move things around. Those will take a certain amount of time, and you basically have 2 hours to set this. And then Mama Ladva said that it could take up to 2 hours for this May to awaken. So that's something to consider. The dead leaves and the branches that are covering the ground that make it difficult terrain can be cleared. It takes about 15 minutes per kind of chunk around the tree, and there are there's 8 around the kind of main part of the tree. So you can clear those in kind of any reasonable way. You should be able to kind of move fallen logs or dead saplings, things that have been crushed by the underbrush or the branches, using simple either survival or strength checks. So something to consider as we roll along. We need one more survival success. What's that?
Technically, we only need 4 people to be doing this, right?
This is a true story.
All right. Well, if we finish survival, I'll go start
doing
other stuff because it's the only thing I'm good at.
All right. And you guys, at any time, right? Anytime you could have somebody else doing this and skipping their check and doing other things. So we need 1 more survival. We need 2 more arcana. We need 2 more deception. And it's back to Horatio, the unarcaned.
All right. So we are going to get maybe I need luck. That's a natural 1.
No, buddy.
Unless someone has inspiration.
I don't.
I do. You want it? I'll give it to you.
And that would probably be better than failing twice.
Yep. It's all yours.
Right. Awesome. Thank you. Well, I did you 1 better. That's a 2. So that's only 15 and does not pass.
But it's not 2 failures.
That's right.
So you got that going for you, which is nice. All right, Rock, you're up.
In the spirit of teamwork and focusing on things that could be helpful, I am going to not roll.
Okay.
And instead, Rock is going to bust out the disguise kit. And he's he's going to go to neighboring trees and like stumps and logs and
Yeah.
set them up to disguise them like other people with little armaments.
All right. Okay. If you don't have inspiration, you can take inspiration for that. I also like the setup that in the interest of being helpful, I'm going to go disguise the trees as people.
This Esme is going to show up and be like, whoa, an army, I could be in trouble. I don't even know who to attack first. Indecision, indecision, indecision. Now I'm dead. It's brilliant.
That's how you get him.
That's intense.
Checks out.
All right. So you got some distractions. So write down that you have. Roll me a d8. We'll see how many you can do during this period. Obviously, these are not 6-second intervals.
No, it's going to take at least a couple minutes per to make them really lifelike.
Really pop, yeah.
Yeah.
Please tell me it's 1.
It is.
Yeah, all
Hell
right.
yeah.
You got 1. You've gone around and like you see Rock doing this, and like the first one he does, you're like, did he just put a mustache on that tree branch? And he just like stands there for a good minute and looks at it and is like, yeah, that's the ticket. Okay, moving on. Next. And you see Rock just going and doing this after giving this like very nice speech about like, I feel like I could be more helpful by doing other things. All right. Digger, you are up.
I will do deception.
All right.
Being inspired by Rock's attempt to deceive.
Beautiful.
22.
That's what you need. First deception check passed. Lum, you are up.
What's the full option list again? I keep forgetting. I apologize.
You need 1 more survival. You need 2 more arcana. You need 1 more deception. Or you could go try to disguise some trees.
Is there anything else that my dice have not been
You
nice
could
to me? Is
go.
there anything
You
else
could
that
go
do?
move trees. You could set traps. You could
Set some bear traps.
I don't have bear traps.
Does he have to? Does he have to be here because he's the thief?
No, that like when
Okay,
you
I just don't want to mess it
activate-
up.
Yeah, like once it's
I don't want-
activated, he's got to be there.
Can I
Gosh.
just like do we know where we're gonna be setting up, and can I just get myself situated right where the center would be? I guess.
Yeah, I mean the circle is going to extend out, kind of in as close to a circle radiating from the center of the Legion Oak as possible. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
I
going
mean,
to grab
and
like a
clearing broken or fallen trees or other things like that within the circle could make it easier for you to move, because I don't think that you have. I think it'll be difficult terrain for you. So you
Okay.
spending time to clear that
Well,
out
difficult
can
terrain.
make you more mobile when there's, a
Well,
three-headed
difficult
dragon.
terrain doesn't matter too much for me anyway, so I'm going to clear out the area though, make it look nice, and grab like a rock, a big old rock or tree stump that's laying around, just put it on the ground, kind of just use that as a chair. It's gotta clear out a camp area almost, and just gotta sit down on my butt and don't touch anything.
I mean, at least ask him if you're going to try to sit on him.
Yeah, no kidding.
Sit on me.
I'm
castle
a
energy.
boulder.
I like it.
All right. I'm not going to have you roll for it because it feels like if you can't do that, you probably are going to die. All right. Kletos.
You leave me alone.
All right, I'm gonna try to get that last survival. That is 23.
That is enough. We got our 3rd survival check success done. We need 2 more arcana and 1 more deception. And speaking of arcana,
Let's see how this goes. There we go. 26.
That is a fucking success. All right. Rock, how goes the disguising?
Well, let's find out.
I like to think of it as Rock summoning his army.
Mm-hmm.
I'm casting summoning spells, guys.
You know what? I'm going to use my inspiration
Okay.
because I did not roll well on that D8 again.
Okay.
Oh, you motherfucker. So there will be 2 more.
All right. Mark down another 2. Digger.
I will get that last deception here
All right.
right now. 21.
Ain't gonna do it.
Mother, son of a
Exactly. Lum,
every.
how goes your sitting?
I feel like I'm out of the way and not going to make things worse.
All right. Do you want to do anything during your time?
I mean, I will prep my weapon with my oil that I have, and just kind of just sit there and just physically and mentally prepare. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen.
Nice. All right. Well, good. That's it. All right. Get in the barbarian zone. Kledos, we need 1 more Arcana and 1 more Deception. And
I think that I shouldn't
is
help with
now a
either
good
of
time
those
to do other things.
because I'm extraordinarily bad at Arcana. I'm only slightly better at Deception. If I could persuade the tree, yeah. So Kledos will grab that sap device,
Okay.
sap tap,
Yeah.
and he'll go up to the tree, and he'll spend a little bit of time acquainting himself with the tree, like, hey tree, how's it going? It's good to meet you. It's been heard about you for a long time, and it's really kind of an honor to finally get here and meet you. Anyway, I need to get a little bit of sap out of you, if you don't mind. And I was just wondering if there's a spot for you that's more comfortable than others. Maybe you could send a couple of leaves lilting gently but purposely to the ground toward the area where it's best for you. I don't think he expects to get a response verbally, but he's just going to try to get the vibe and go do that.
You feel the wind pick up and a breeze kind of gently kissing your cheek, and on the wind you hear but feel gratitude. It's not like somebody saying thank you, but the wind that kind of whips around your ear expresses gratitude, and then you feel that you feel a pull from below the ground. Make me a history check.
Um, 2. I'm almost as good at history as I am at Arcana.
No doubt. So yeah, you don't kind of know exactly what you expected from this, but this was maybe not what you expected.
Okay.
If anybody else, who's closest to Kledos right now? Anybody?
Probably Lom.
What's going on? Lom.
That makes sense.
Lom, you see Kledos kind of go over and he's kind of like
Whispering
giving the
sweet
old tree
nothings.
one of this, like giving a little coochie coochie.
I don't do it like that.
Okay.
I do it cooler than that.
I mean, obviously it's cooler. I'm not gonna be.
Yes,
I'm
the
not.
cool version of Itty Gitty Goo.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever the cool version of Coochie Coochie.
Just
like,
where you're vibing with the tree lawn.
So you say Cletos is sweet talking the tree. You see the kind of wind pick up, and you see Cletos kind of like staring at the ground. Why don't you make me a history check?
History check, you said?
Yeah,
Okay, where's my history?
this bodes well.
Typically taught in schools.
Can't remember
Not
where a
anymore,
history
buddy.
check is to make a history check about
both
something.
Lam and Dan did not pay attention in school. Stay in school, kids. Don't be like me.
It's a true story.
16.
You see Cletos holding the tap, and remember that Mama Ladva said that the sap lies within the heart of the forest, which is deep below at the kind of heart of the root structure of the Legion Oak. And you get the feeling that as someone who has smashed things, the bark of this oak is probably so thick that Cletos would not be able to penetrate the outside of the tree.
Hide?
Yes, penetrate the hide.
I'm going to relate that. And so, like, you're not going to get to the heart unless you break it open like a seashell first.
That seems rude.
Well, it's an old tree, and the heart's kind of buried under all that.
Okay. Well, that feels like it's going to take a long time. So maybe I'll work on this afterward. He will start clearing away the leaf layer around the tree immediately. Primarily less from a tactical point of view and more from a we got to put salt here kind of
And more
perspective.
of a busy work.
And yeah, he'll do that for a little while.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you're able to clear out about 4 sections of the kind of inside of that salt circle. You kind of walk over to where Dan is, and you're kind of picking things up, and you're just like watching him being like kind of real zen-like, maybe for one of the few times in his life. This is the stillness before the battle, and really, you guys haven't ever kind of done anything you've had to prepare for. You're almost always reacting. So this
We
is
had a plan that one time. It didn't work out.
Well, yeah. I mean, sort of.
It really didn't work out.
All right. We
worked out the second
are.
time.
What's that?
So it worked out the second time.
It did work out the second time. All right. We need one more Arcana success, and we need one more Deception success. Horatio, we're at the top of the pops. Would you like to check, or would you like to do something else?
We're going to get that last Arcana check.
We are?
I hope so. That is not enough. It's a 21.
Just
so
shy,
close.
baby. You guys are racking up these failures, though. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah, that's not good.
Somebody else is going to come along. It ain't going to be a dragon. All right, Rock. Are you continuing to disguise elements of the forest?
Moving on to stage 2, my friend.
Good.
Oh,
Great.
no.
So now that I have made a number of tree warriors, it's a huge number. It's the highest number I can count to, which is 2 and another 1.
Which is?
2 and 1.
21.
Stage 2, Rock is now going to disguise himself as a tree.
How did I not see this coming? All right, make me a. You're either gonna have to make me a deception check. I think deception.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's either gonna end up looking like PETA from the Hunger Games, or just be holding a stick in front of him with like 2 leaves off of it.
Or like pita from the Greek salad that I had earlier today.
I rolled. It went about as well as you would expect.
Oh no.
Nice.
I rolled as high as I can count to.
All right, so pita from hummus and tabbouleh. Excellent. Perfect.
I am
So-
practically invisible.
So, Rock, when you are in battle, you are going to perceive yourself as hidden when you are not actually hidden. Just to keep that in mind. All right. Digger.
Going big on this deception right here.
All right.
That's going to be a 24.
That is going to be our final success needed for deception. Man, if only Horatio could get his poop in a group.
Seriously.
Don't worry, guys. I've only passed 4 checks.
You should let your poop join a union, Nate.
I mean, honestly,
Being strong.
that was the point of this entire game. You win D&D if your poop forms a union.
Yeah,
we've been
poo-
playing 140
poo you.
episodes, and you guys just
Poo-
figured out the win condition. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who
local
you, baby?
yeah.
local number 2.
Yeah.
Local number 2.
God damn it, Dan. Have inspiration for that. That might be the
Yeah.
best joke you've ever made
That
Oh,
in
was
the
the best
easily.
joke
history
you've
of
ever
D&D.
told.
Easily.
That was amazing. I wish we had episode names, because that would be the perfect.
I think that as I go through and like re-listen, I've been writing down potential names again for all of the
Local number 2
episodes.
is fantastic.
And, local number 2 is that's real good, guys. It's real good. All right, Lum, you're sitting. You're zen. What will you be
You know
doing?
what? I'm gonna be ballsy. I'm just gonna roll and see if I can't get the Arcana check, because it can't get
You
any
just
worse.
Make it an advantage.
Make it up.
Yeah, you're communing with the natural state of the forest around you. You have recently, and maybe more than anybody else, Dan, outside of game, you have, I can't tell whether you're excited or if you're angry.
Excited because natural 20.
Hey, that's it, baby.
Hey!
I didn't want to interrupt you, but I just freaked out.
I will say you have been diligent about spilling blood and making admonitions to the forest, and the forest appreciates that. The forest appreciates that. So you guys are all like out there doing stuff, like Horatio's like barding it up and like singing to like, set the like last part of the trap, and he like just can't hit the right note, and then like all of a sudden you just hear this like angelic voice emanating from Lam that you've never heard before, and this catalytic like explosion of energy kind of crackles through the air around the tree. The pillar of salt kind of momentarily flashes as if it was phosphorescent, and in that moment you realize that the trap has been sprung, and Dan's over there just kind of like singing to himself, like sharpening up his axe, and Horatio is just mortified that his life's work has been upstaged by the barbarian
former choir-
that is absent-mindedly
choir
humming
boy.
a tune from his childhood. Beautiful.
He's just like slightly singing to himself like an old choir song from like Church of More than when he was like a child. the church choir.
Love it. Love it. Okay. So, the trap has been sprung. So, we have a bit of time. The tree itself, Mama Ladva said, could be an ally, and you could hide in her branches. But that's kind of where we're at. So you guys need to make decisions about where each of you are going to be Rock, you feel that you are incredibly well hidden, but like Shaggy said in the in the chat, he's like Drax standing really, really still. You don't think
Has
that
anybody seen Rock?
Yeah, no, I lost him. He was doing the stuff that I normally do with disguises in the woods, and he just disappeared. He must have done it great.
He's really good at that.
Master of disguise.
It's real.
Oh, did you hear that?
I thought it sounded like no, it probably wasn't. It's probably that old woman again.
Probably.
Why do I do that? I'm just gonna quietly just deadpan look at Rock, and then just go back to what I was doing and just not say anything. Just like,
excellent.
uh,
All right. So, what do we want to do while we await the arrival of Manya? Where are you going to position yourself to wait? What's the plan of attack here?
Cletus will for sure be up in the branches. He would have been probably would have spent whatever like time clearing the area. Then he would be up in the branches, pretty high up in the branches probably. And I think he would probably, with the spare time he has, he would probably like be taking a look at the bark. Like he's kind of finding a good spot in the branches, sort of trying to figure out the best way to like hop between branches depending on which way the sway comes from, that sort of thing. And he will see if he finds any like any burls or anything that looks like a little bit like weak or like torn. And then if he does, he'll start messing with it to try to peel the sort of shitty bark away and see kind of how deep this runs.
Okay. All right. Why don't you make me a survival check?
Sure. 24.
All right. Yeah, you can begin to search and kind of identify that you are able to kind of scale up into the Legion Oak and find yourself a nice perch from which you can see, but you have half cover. And yeah, if you want to, you can start to peel back and kind of see where you're at. Even up in the branches, the kind of hide of this tree, the bark of this tree is incredibly resilient. It's almost it's alive and it appears to be incredibly lush, but it feels if you've ever felt petrified wood, it's absolutely not our rock, but rock hard in terms of its hide.
And you said that
good.
You said that the burls and things look sort of cancerous, like it's kind of like a bad vibe covering more than a like I'm protecting myself in this form, you know what I mean?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
I think that you well, make me an investigation check.
Oh man, sure. 8.
So you can see that they don't look necessarily like they are toxic, but you definitely feel like there is a kind of there's something about them that you're not quite sure. It doesn't look quite natural to the kind of burls or kind of other growths on trees in the kind of prime material plane. These look
sure
ancient, but also active.
Okay.
And based on your roll, you are okay with that.
It's not even nature,
You're like, oh
comes in
man,
all forms.
these bunions is hard. Hard Bunions. Also the name of my noise band in college. Hard Bunions. Find our cassette.
All right. So while everybody's kind of doing their thing in the background, I'm just going to kind of play a little ditty for about 10 minutes and use my inspiring leader feat to give everyone 19 hit points. 19
Hey.
temporary hit points.
Hey.
Thank you.
Are those temporary hit points that can go above? Okay.
Nice.
So for everybody, those 19 hit points will be exhausted before you start taking from your regular pool.
Yep.
All right.
Stick 3.
You have 3.
Knowing that we need the forest to be on our side, and Rock doesn't know a lot about the forest, but he knows that it likes blood. So he's going to do a bit of a haka,
Okay.
where he's going to do little nicks to bleed on the ground as he kind of moves around, and he's going to chant, "Help! I need somebody. Help! Not just anybody. Help! You know I need someone. Help, tree."
Nice.
All right. That's beautiful.
And each help is a nick and a little more blood on the ground as he like peppers the area.
All right. So that's 4 helps, yes?
Yep.
Okay. Write that down. All right. Who's left?
I'm just communing with the forest like I've been doing.
Mhm.
I get my new bow out and I prepare that for battle or whatever we're doing, just in case. Kind of get my arrows in a row and know, like, since I'm still kind of new to archery, like grabbing, knowing which one to grab, and then go around and start actually putting on the war paint. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, ritualistically doing my deal.
Is this the
And yep.
butt stuff war paint?
The what? The butt stuff?
Yeah.
No, this is the good ritual war paint.
Yeah, where'd that come from?
It was the thing that I got. My new ability.
Okay, all right. See, that's what I want.
And
the people need to know, Oren. They need to know.
Yeah, but you got to let them wonder, you know?
Yeah. Listen to the product, you schmucks. If you don't know,
like,
we're not
like,
explaining it to you. If you
know,
know,
like,
you know, and if you don't, suffer through the random exposition.
They're like, is it a new mantle? Is it not? Is this an older edition spell? Maybe. And so Digger starts to really take on the forest motif, like I guess like a fall deerling, if you will.
All right.
So that's what Digger's doing.
Gotcha.
And I will, since I've got the bow, I'll perch up high in the tree.
Okay. All right. Make me an acrobatics check to see how that goes on the way up.
Oh, it's gonna go great. There's not even a worry.
Good. That's great.
Wow, 23.
All right. Yeah. It actually does.
Yeah, I was expecting like a 2 there.
I was also expecting a 2. All right. Okay, so the trap has been sprung. Lam is sitting contently in the center. Rock has positioned himself, standing very still, with his warrior buddies. Cletos is up in the tree, and Horatio, what are you doing?
So
What are you doing?
what else is around? Is it just like a large clearing? Are there other trees kind of about?
This is a great question. So yes, so there are a number of these kind of felled saplings. If you think about the Legion oak, think about it not only tall but like a live oak, like really branching out and kind of retouching the ground for branches that were kind of long and gnarled. This is probably like I said, kind of 100 feet for this kind of canopy. The grove itself that you encounter is not kind of super large, kind of outside of that. It's pretty all encompassing. So if you imagine that the canopy of this tree is essentially like creating this kind of domed shape. As well as kind of some of the smaller branches kind of reaching out and creating an infrastructure, which makes this difficult terrain. It's kind of like has a tighter kind of dome created by those gnarls branches that are coming out from the trunk um, near the trunk that creates about a 50-foot radius around the trunk of the tree. And you were told by Mama Ladva to create essentially, I believe, a 20-foot ring. So there's a ring that's kind of a radius of 20 feet all the way around, another 40 to 50 feet out from that. In that kind of clearing at the base, there are felled saplings, there are kind of small trees that are starting to grow up. There's a lot of undergrowth, rotted and decaying, as well as trees or leaves, sorry, from the fallen branches of the oak. As you picked up on maybe a little bit from Digger's explanation, there is a autumnal vibe to the clearing right now, as there's much leaf on the ground.
Okay, so from the detritus that's on the ground, could I try to form some sort of dragon blind I could hide in?
You certainly could. Yeah, tell me how you'd like to do that.
So we'll say that Horatio has seen hunters make those sorts of like duck blinds and things like that. So I kind of want to set up something to hide behind in like the roots and on the ground where the dragon can't see me, but I can see out and hopefully see that dragon.
Okay. Why don't you make me a nature check or a survival check? I'll let you pick, buddy.
Let's go survival. It is slightly better.
Dealer's choice.
Ooh, that is a dirty 20.
All right. Yeah, this is going to give you 3/4 cover. Should you choose to stay within it, yeah, this will be shielded visually from your presence. All right.
Excellent.
So, the trap has been sprung. The boys are hiding, and you hear a rumbling in the far distance. The oak's trunk groans, the gulls creak, and the fallen leaves within the clearing crackle as finally, approaching from the east, Manya moves quickly through the forest, slithering and jumping, flying and ducking through the branches and brambles as it catches the sight of a thief in the center of the circle.
I'm just going to stand up because obviously we probably see this thing, and I'm just going to look up at it and say, "Well, come on, you oversized gecko, let's get this on with."
All right, let's roll initiative. Anybody over 20?
Yes.
22.
Also 22.
Nice. My dex is +4.
Also +4.
Well,
I'll
then
let
you
you go
can tell
first.
me who's going to go first.
We'll let Rock go first.
All right, so Rock is going to go first at 22, and then Horatio at 22. Anyone else over 20? Over 15?
Yeah, I'm exactly 20.
Okay.
18.
All right, 20 is going to be Kletos. 18 is going to be Lom. Digger, where are you?
Oh, I got a 9.
Nice.
Boy.
9 for Digger, and an 8 for Manja, Manje. All right. Rock, you believe yourself hidden. The Sme, Manja, and its 3 heads have come darting in with ferocious speed toward your compatriot Lam. You are standing very still next to 3 saplings with mustaches on them. And you'll be kicking us
Checks
out.
I think it's only appropriate that the opening salvo come by way of Wanzuka.
It's been a hot minute, baby.
No.
I've been waiting for this moment for so long.
I hope you dropped it somewhere.
It's fully charged, Dan.
Oh, God.
I haven't used it in a while. It's got all 16 charges, baby.
Wowie, wow.
Well, if there's ever time to use all of them.
So, I'm going to use my first attack by shooting said Wanzuka.
All right. Let's let's get crazy. Make me a ranged attack.
Okay. Like I would do if I was making a ranged attack, or a specific type of roll?
It would be whatever your magic. I can't remember what the Wanzuka has for a modifier.
Oh, it's all just magic. It's all just
Yeah, you use that magic
chaos
wand, I
magic.
guess.
You've never asked me for a ranged attack. You've only ever asked for D100.
Oh, okay. Well, then just roll me a D100.
Okay. 52.
50.
I swear, if it's potted plant.
Be amazing.
My disguise would improve.
True.
All right. 52. Where is this? Sorry, I'm trying to zoom in and it's not cooperating. Aha, there we are. A large banana appears on your shoulder for the next minute, granting you +2 to all saving throws and immunity to being moved or knocked prone.
Oh,
Wanzuka, you have never failed me.
Mhm.
Shot number 2.
All right, roll them bones.
Naded it. 1.
All right. So you are going to roll on this table for the start of each of your turns for the next minute, ignoring this result on subsequent rolls. So if you nade it again, you can re-roll.
Okay.
And it basically is allowing you an extra Wanzuka shot at the beginning of your turn, free of charge.
Okay. I
All right.
like that. And then knowing that the banana on my shoulder
Yes.
probably interferes with the disguise a little bit. I mean, it's still natural. I could be a banana tree. Dragon doesn't know.
Yeah.
Stupid dragon.
Yeah.
I'm going to use a bonus action to go stealthy.
Gotcha.
to try to make up for the presence of the big yellow banana.
Yeah, that's good because we can't say bonus action. You know what, or we'll get sued.
Yeah.
No, it was my last name.
Because of Dan.
I rolled a 12, so I'm probably about as stealthy as I was before.
You stand there and are like, okay, I gotta do something. There's a giant banana on your shoulder, and you just say out loud, "I'm a banana." Check. No, at least one person got that. Heyo, Horatio, you're up.
How far is the dragon from us?
From where you are hiding, probably about 25 feet. I assume that you did
that's
not
real
set
close.
up your blind within the salt circle.
No, it was outside of it.
Yeah. So it's coming like trampling in. It hasn't reached the salt circle yet, but it is. You're on the kind of south side, and it's on the east side.
Does Manya wear any jewelry?
You're relentless with this fucking heat metal shit, man. I appreciate that.
Gimmick.
Manya does not sport any jewelry per se.
Okay, I mean dragons like treasure. It's possible.
But Manya does have something that is looped around one of its talons, and I'll let you make a perception check to see what that is.
Natural 20.
Oh shit. This looks like something that you saw in Lavosia that's commonly referred to as a tree bag that is kind of halfway between a bag of holding and a what's it called? The like collapsible hole.
Okay.
It's something that they use in the forest that essentially creates a portal between the opening of the bag, and rather than that being in kind of the bag of holding, kind of that non-space space realm, this actually is like held within the trunk of a tree within the heart of the forest.
All right. And that's just kind of like a cloth deal.
Yeah, it looks it almost looks like a kind of small satchel.
Okay.
It's certainly bigger than a traditional bag of holding, but it is you see it tied around one of Manya's talons.
All right. I will make a note of that for later.
Oh, don't do that.
Yeah, I figured there'd be comments there. I don't necessarily want to give away where I am.
Okay.
But I will cast Bigby's hand.
Okay.
On the other side of Manya from where I am.
Okay.
And then I will punch that dragon.
Punch that dragon. All right. Go ahead.
Ugh. All right. So that's only a 14 to hit.
You will not punch that dragon.
Yeah. If anyone could see me, I have a bonus action. And my cape is slightly billowing.
Within the tree blind, right?
Yeah. No one
right.
can see me. Yeah.
That checks out. All right. Lom, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, because as a reaction, the Smay is going to exhale fire in a 30-foot cone at you, because he doesn't see anybody else, even though there's a giant banana on Joel's shoulder.
21.
All right. So you are going to take half of what I'm rolling here. You'll take 11 fire damage.
Thank
All
you.
right. And Kletos, you're up.
Oh, hey everybody.
I mean, literally, but it is
Kletos.
also your turn.
Kletos is going to sort of stealth run along the branches to an advantageous position. Like a very high branch, and he's gonna cow crash that dragon.
That's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. So that's a 25 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Great. That is going to be a lot of Kletos damage. Just a second. So many d10s.
If you can knock it to the ground, that would be fantastic for me.
Okay, that's it's 36 magical Kletos damage. Oh wait,
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't add my bonus. It's 42.
42 damage.
42 magical Kletos damage. And then Kletos is going to hold on.
All right.
I think that's all his movement, so I can't. Oh wait, I can bonus action dash.
You can bonus action what?
Dash.
Okay.
So he'll sort of move to like it's on the ground still, or it's not flying, right? Because you said it was sort of like slithering and flying, and so I wasn't sure what position it was in when it got here. So it's on the ground.
It's just like full on like rage charging towards Lam. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Kletos will he'll dash toward the back end of Manja, and hold on, sort of like the base of the tail.
Okay. All right. So as you do that, everybody can make me a perception check.
25 off a nat 20.
I got 27 off a nat 20.
I got a 19 off a nat 6.
Got a 18 off a nat 11.
I got a 25.
All right. So as
25.
As you kind of see this all unfolding, Horatio from your blind, Digger from your perch, Rock from your very, very effective disguise, Lam from there's a giant 3-headed dragon running towards me, and Kletos, you experienced it. You see Kletos leap from the Legion Oak and just kind of smash into Manya and kind of slowly kind of move his way down the back of the beast towards the base of the tail. The fire from that emitted from one of the heads of Manya is burning kind of in the clearing pretty close to where Horatio is. And Horatio, you notice this at first, but the forest ground literally reaches up and douses this flame and pulls it underneath the ground, and this steam kind of emits from where it is kind of pulled underneath, and you start to feel that rumbling that the oak was doing as Manya approached and as you were casting the trap. The heart of the forest has awakened, and the forest is not happy. All of the magical flames have been doused, and Rock, you notice that the saplings that are standing next to you don't all have they don't all have mustaches anymore, but they do seem to be animated and angry.
Why would they
So
not just leave the mustaches on?
so what I'd like you to do, if you would, Rock, you are able to command your 4 helpers. Your 4 helpers are going to be here we go. Sorry, I'm going to put a link in chat so we have them. Oh, come on. You're going to have 4 helpers that are going to go on your turn, and I'll pop those in the chat here in just 1 second. All right, we have made it to Lam. Lam, you have a giant smay heading right towards you, and you have just managed to avoid being completely lit up by it.
I'm going to recover from rolling out of the way, get up, pump myself up a little bit, bonus action rage, and then I'm just gonna rush and aim for the center head
Okay.
and just start hacking away at the center neck.
Okay.
And in the back of my head, I'm like, man, I hope this isn't like a Hydra. So bonus action, we're going to do, screw it, Reckless and Great Weapon Master, just to do it. Awesome. So that would be, oh gosh, that's a lot of adding and subtracting real quick. 22 to hit.
Yes, 22 hits.
Awesome. So I need this D12. Uh, 18 damage on the first hit with Facelifter.
All right.
And for the second swing, I'm just going to do a normal boy swing, because next time they have a turn, it's gonna suck. That is 26 to hit.
Yeah, 26 hits.
9 points of damage.
All right, another 9 points of damage. That was some sternly worded.
He can't have ice cream, man. He's trying to eat ice cream.
Yeah, I mean, he's lactose intolerant, doesn't he know? Jesus. Oh, talk about not having your poop in a group. No ice cream. All right, Digger, it's your turn.
All right. It's time to see what this here bow can do. I will draw it back and fire away in hopes that I'm going to use one of the nice arrows. So he will, well, I guess if I hit him. My desktop version isn't letting me roll on it.
Okay.
So
you want me to roll for you?
It's been increasingly difficult. Rolling. Here we go. Oh boy. You know what? I feel like I need to hit on this one, so I'm gonna use my last luck point. No, boy, and it got worse. So let's go and realizes maybe I should have done more ranged target practice with the bow.
Checks out. All right. Rock, I put that in the chat for you, your helpers. It is Manya's turn. Oh, hey, Manya. So he kind of turns and kind of one of his heads turns around to face Kletos. The other is kind of lightning focused in on Ulam. But the third finds itself attacked by one of the large branches of the Legion Oak that Horatio, you see actually kind of distend itself and kind of try to wrap over and around, kind of grappling the neck of the Zmei. All right, and it is going to damage the Zmei and take care of that head for this turn. So one is going to attack Kletos. One is going to attack Lam.
Had advantage.
Yep. So it's going to attempt to bite each of you. I should not roll with that dice. It has always been terrible. It will always be terrible.
You can roll with it. Maybe it'll redeem itself.
Fuck. I picked out two other d20s and I rolled a 12 and a 1. Luckily, it has +8 to hit. So, Lam, you are going to get hit 20. Does 20 hit you?
Anything above a 16, so yes.
Okay. All right. Well, that's not good. How are you such high level and have such low stuff?
Because I dumped my stuff away from Dexterity and put it into something else.
Oh, also because you lost all your stuff. So you're going to take 26 piercing damage.
Okay, is that already halved or?
Say that again.
Did you already have it or?
I did not already have it. Oh,
Okay,
but I'm rolling an advantage on you, so maybe I should roll to see. Oh, I got even higher number. Not that it does anything, but that's nice. And obviously, Kletos, 1 is not going to hit you, no matter how many.
The 20 wouldn't hit me either.
Yeah, I don't have +20 to any of the Mace attacks, unfortunately. That'd be real cool, though. All right. Nice. Okay. It is Rock's turn. Yes. Rock, I believe you might be muted.
I am, sorry.
Oh.
So I guess first and foremost, I get to roll wild magic for no reason whatsoever.
No, you roll wild magic because of wild magic. There's a very good reason you're rolling wild magic.
And I rolled a 59.
Nice. All right, a 59. Oh.
Not potted plant. Not potted
You
class.
regain your lowest level expended spell slot.
Okay.
Rock, you feel like you are magically even better disguised. The banana now has a mustache on it.
As soon as I notice that, I just look at the banana that I didn't know that I wanted now, and I go, yeah.
The banana is now your best friend.
And now your turn begins.
Well, I've still got the Wanzuka, and it still has 14 charges.
Seems like a good time as any to roll.
So, what does a 92 do for us?
92. If you die within the next minute, you immediately come back to life as if by the reincarnate spell.
Ooh.
So you feel a vitality rush through you that you have felt very rarely in your life. and you feel like you could do anything.
Okay.
Does it feel warm?
Oh, it feels real warm.
Ooh.
Toasty. And then a 25.
25. A third eye appears on your forehead for the next minute. During that time, you have advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on sight. Also,
Okay.
handy as a disguise. Like, no, I'm not Rock. Rock has 2 eyes.
I'm sorry. This is ridiculous.
I mean,
It's great.
you have 3 eyes. This May has 3 heads. Maybe you guys could be buddies. You don't know.
You have 3 eyes and a banana on your shoulder.
With a mustache.
With the mustache.
Banana's got a mustache. All right. Rock, anything for your bonus action?
I am going to try to stealth again.
All right.
22.
Yeah, you're feeling invincible right now. You're feeling you are so well hidden and so well put together that there's nothing. Oh God, you guys are terrible.
Oh my god.
Oh,
With that,
yes.
I am going to have Trent, Leaf, Trunks, and Foliage spread out and surround the dragon.
Okay. All right. These treant saplings that have sprung up from the ground next to your inanimate saplings with the mustaches all move out to begin to surround Manya. Okay, Horatio.
All right. So what talon is that tree bag in?
The one that's holding the talon.
But like the front right, front left, what?
Smay, yes, it is in his rear right talon or rear
perfect.
right foot on its kind of index talon.
That's excellent. That is closer to Cletus.
The old 3-eyed banana with the mustache trick. Yes, sir, Shaggy. Never sees it coming.
All right. I'm going to cast Sending with my action.
All right.
And I will tell Cletus, Cletus, there's a tree bag on the back right, one of the talons on the back right leg of Manya. That's probably something we're going to need.
I'll respond on my turn.
Okay.
That's fine.
You can
then,
respond in the
I can respond in
of
this
that.
turn?
Yeah.
Your left or my left?
It's his spell, so I'll let you respond in kind.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
He said your left or my left.
It's left.
All right.
I know. I'm just fucking with you.
No,
I
that's
know.
fine. And then with my bonus action, I am going to do something with Bigby's hand.
All right.
Did you say the tree was just attacking Manya, or was it actually grappling?
It attempted to grapple, and it essentially like incapacitated that head. It didn't grapple it, but it did like reach out to try to kind of capture it.
Okay. I'm going to use Bigby's hand to grapple the middle head.
Okay.
So let's do some opposed strength rolls.
Yes.
That'll help me.
Oh, 21.
Oh, that's a 5, so 9. Oh, wait a second. It's a saving throw? No. It doesn't make a difference because not proficient saving throw. So 9.
All right. So I guess I have grappled that middle head with Bigby's hand.
Yeah. So Bigby just has its hand wrapped around the neck of the middle head of the Smay.
Can I wrestle the head to the ground with that, or is that my next?
That will be your next.
All right.
That will be your next turn. All right. Kletos, and then Lam, and then Tigger.
All right. Kletos will move around to the aforementioned Talon,
Mhm.
and he'll try to get the tree bag off it.
All right.
Sorry for
So
touching your tree bag.
tell me what you want to do in order to do that.
I mean, how is it fixed on there? Like, what's the positioning?
It's basically
Makes
there's a
a
large
lot of difference.
there's a large rope that has a loop, and it's looped around the kind of digit, and then the talon is wrapped around that rope, like almost like that.
Okay. Kletos will I think he'll just try to cut the rope.
Okay. What are you cutting with?
Do I have anything pointy? I don't know if I do any. Oh, I do. I have my bullet teeth gloves. So yeah, with those. So I'll take a deft swipe at the rope. That's a 25 to hit the rope.
Okay. Yeah, it hits.
Okay.
Damage, please.
It does 11 magical slashing damage.
All right, so you kind of slide your way down the tail towards the leg, drop down onto the foot, and as you kind of wrap around with one arm, you come in with your boulet glove and just slash across this rope, which for most normal people would be something small, but this is this huge kind of like the docking kind of mooring ropes of large ships, and you cut across it, and you can see it starting to fray.
Great. I'll do one more. I'll swipe back the other way. That's 26 to hit the rope, and it's 13 more magical Kletos damage.
All right, you see this thing start to fray again. The kind of coiling of it is starting to kind of unravel, and you see that maybe with one more good hit or two more kind of medium hits, you're probably going to be able to sever that rope.
All right. Bonus action. Do it again.
All right.
That's 27 to hit.
Yep.
And another 13.
It is down to maybe its last one or two coils of this kind of large knotted bit, and you think that you could probably either cut it or kind of Kletos it apart.
No, Kletos is a creature of finesse. He'll take one last artful swipe at it with flurry of blows. That's another 28 to hit, and that is 11 more Kletos
All right.
damage.
You hit it the last time, and you see it fray. Make me a dexterity check.
Just straight dexterity?
Yeah, straight dexterity.
Okay, it's cocked. That is 15.
So you're holding on, and you go and you punch it one last time, and it frays, and it kind of slips off at a weird angle, and you go to kind of reach down and grab it, but it escapes your hand. This thing is starting to free fall from the talon of the Smay. Make me a. Why don't we roll me percentages?
Sure. Uh, 10.
You notice a shift in the Zmay's kind of like tensing up, and it realizes that it is no longer attached to its talon. It kind of saw where you went, but didn't know where you were. But it realizes that there's something going on.
Can I grab it as like an object interaction?
Grab
Since
what?
it's free. The bag. Wasn't the bag on the road, or isn't like didn't it fall?
Yes, it's fallen.
Right. So can I pick it up?
No, I'm going to say that you already burned through your bonus action.
Okay, then I'll stay where I am.
Okay.
Yeah, and I can't bonus action hide. I can't bonus action anyway. So
none of us can.
I'll stay where I am.
Okay. All right. Lum, it's your turn.
I'm going to continue hacking at this middle neck that Horatio now has gratefully secured.
Okay. So are you disengaging the head that attacked you, or are you just like
the original head I was attacking was the middle head, I thought.
I was thinking that you were attacking the head that attacked you and it was going for a different head. But if that's the case, then we can proceed with that.
Okay. So, all right, I'm just going to do 2 regular hits. No, let's go. Let's just do a reckless on the first one.
Okay.
Just see what I get. So that is 23 to hit on the first spin.
Yep.
And so let's use that. And do 15 damage on the first hit.
Okay.
So swipe number 2. Regular. That's a regular swipe.
No. Okay. Digger, it's your turn.
Natural 1.
Oh, natural 1? Oh, excellent. Roll me percentages.
$99.
All right. You're just like recklessly attacking this thing just over and over and just kind of raging. You feel like as you plunge your axe in that second time, or as you go to like hit it the second time, it sticks in and you go to like pull it out and you like lose your grip for a second. And you kind of quickly reach back in and you're holding on to it, but your axe is stuck in the neck of the Smay.
Oh, fun.
Digger, your turn.
All right, I guess I will aim for the axe head then.
All right, sounds good.
And fire away. Does a 24 hit?
A 24 does hit.
They have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, what are we doing here? Maybe nothing. So that's an 18 plus 8. 26. You are
My
muted.
guy, you're muted.
They'll take half of 1d10 poison.
Okay.
So we have 12 piercing
Okay.
plus 3 extra sneak attack damage.
Okay.
And that would be, after it being halved, 2 poison damage.
All right.
Brutal.
Brutal.
Brutal it was. I really got on my day.
All right. Okay.
And then I'll tap down on the branch I'm at and kind of make a little mini commune. Be like, thank you for a little bit truer sight on that next one.
Nice. All right. So it's going to make a strength check against Bigby to free itself. Yeah. Nate.
Yeah, strength check. Yep.
Okay. It is a 22.
Yeah, that beats my 12.
All right. Then we'll make 3 attacks. One will be on Warrior. One will be on Whoop. One will be on Lom, and one will be on. Well, I guess the second one will also be on Lom because he's the only one that's right there in front of him. These arrows and other things. Oh man, are coming from the woods, and Bigby's hand is just magically hanging out there. Also, there's a banana tree. So 2 on Lom. Good God. I'm rolling terribly today. Those are not going to hit. The one on Kletos is going to hit with a 24.
That'll do it.
All right. So that's going to do... Oh, I rolled well. 18, 22, 24 piercing damage.
Okay.
And I don't think that a 9 or a 14 are going to hit you, Lom. So. All right. That's another very underwhelming turn from the 3-headed dragon that hangs out in the heart of the forest. All right. Back to the top of the pops. Rock.
Okay. With my new improved vision,
Yes, sight beyond sight.
do I notice the sack dropping?
You do notice the sack dropping.
Perfect. Then, since I am disguised as a tree, I am going to pass the Wanzuka over to Trunks.
Okay.
And I am going to go Randy Moss the bag.
Okay, all right. Whoa.
And also a 25 for wild magic.
Okay, so are you... oh, yeah, at the beginning of your turn. Gotcha.
Yep.
You rolled another 25?
I did.
All right, another eye appears on your forehead for the next minute.
So he has 4 eyes.
He now has 4 eyes, yeah.
Are they stacked on top of each other, or did one move over and then another one pull up?
I will let Rock decide that.
You're gonna end up drawing this, aren't you?
Maybe. I don't know how double advantage works on wisdom, but it's Rock, so I'm not worried about it.
Me neither.
Does he make the catch?
Does he make the catch? He does.
Yeah, I'm going to go, yeah. Sweet. So he's got the tree bag. He doesn't know why it's important, but Kletos wanted it, the dragon wants it. Might as well catch it.
Yeah.
Then he will, since I'm right there, I figure the catch is like 1 attack, right?
Yes.
It would be like an action.
Yes.
So, since
I would say
up
that
close,
your action is handing off your Wanzuka.
Okay.
So you're
And
not
then the
going to
catch
have
would be like action 2.
rather than making a movement, you're essentially like passing that over, and then your first attack is like catching this thing.
Okay.
So I would say you have the bonus action's handing it off. You move, you catch, and I would say you probably
So if I have
an attack.
Okay. I'm going to take the attack with my axe.
Okay.
15 to hit.
15 will not hit.
Okay.
It was more than to hope for.
And then bonus action stealth, which is a 15, probably doesn't do me much good.
No, not a great deal. You've just attacked it with an axe. I think it's aware of your presence now, despite your best things. You feel like maybe I still got this.
Tree.
Yeah, like see, the banana still has his mustache on, hasn't fallen off. It might just be. All right, Horatio, and then Kletos.
The trees still get to go.
Oh yes, sorry, yes.
Trent and Leaf are going to move in and just straight up hit the dragon.
All right, club away, make attacks.
And they were +3 to attack, right?
Yes.
20. 7 is not going to do it, and another 7 is not going to do it.
No.
So they both miss.
So 2 like saplings run over, and they just start like clubbing with their branches on the Smay, and it just doesn't look like it's making any headway.
Trunks.
Oh God.
Is going to fire the Wanzuka.
All right. So what I would like you to do is I would like you to make me 2 wild magic rolls, because Trunks does not realize that this thing does not have the semi-automatic function, or that it does have a semi-automatic function, as we displayed during your escape from New King's Bay. So make me 2 wild magic rolls, and we're going to expend 2 charges.
Okay. 24 and 5.
All right. The first shot, you produce a faint aroma of lavender that is only detectable when sharing the same 5-foot space with someone. A remove curse spell can end this effect. So, Trunk smell good. Trunk smell real good.
Okay.
And then, wait a second. What? That was 24, right?
Yep.
Okay. And then the other was 5?
Yeah.
All right. Another treant sapling pops up in an unoccupied space next to you, and then will disappear 1 minute later.
Cool.
So you got more help.
Nice.
And treant just like looks real pleased with itself. It's like it like is smelling good, and it has another buddy.
And then Foliage is making his way over to the giant tree.
Okay.
And he's climbing to the top.
All right. All right. Horatio.
All right, I'm going to try to punch that Smay.
Punch that Smay.
Seriously. Big B's hand is not doing well today. That's a 1.
All right. Big B's hand disappears.
Oh, geez. All right. Well, Big B's hand disappears. That was my bonus action. So as my normal action,
cast Big B's hand.
No.
You know I can take it. You know I can take it.
Yeah, you're not the only one there. You and Rock and Kletos are all right there.
And the
The
forest.
3.
And all the tree buddies.
Yeah, I don't want to set the forest on fire. But this May can dance if he wants to. He can leave his friends behind. If you don't dance, then he's no friend of mine. So I'm casting Otto's Irresistible Dance.
All right. Inspiration. What's the save on that?
That is a Wisdom 18.
Wisdom 18. Oh man, you see it kind of starting to kind of hop a little bit on each foot, and then it like shakes all 3 of its heads really hard. I rolled 15, but it's got a +7 to Wisdom save.
I didn't think he'd be that wise. All right, worth a shot. Apparently not that irresistible.
I feel like all no, he just doesn't like Otto's jams. He's just kind of like, this shit's played out. I've heard this one before.
How dare he?
How dare he? Man, if only you'd played something by Jams Hetfeld. I hear that Horatio Hetfeld's a bum. In fact, I've never even heard of him. I like returning to that old chestnut. Hey-oh. All right,
Hello,
anything else for you,
chestnut.
Horatio?
That's it.
There. All right, Kletos, you're up, and then Lom.
All right. Just get the lay of the land, make sure. So Rock has the bag.
Yep.
Bigby's hand is gone.
Yep.
Tree still has one headlocked.
No, it freed
No.
itself.
It freed itself. Okay,
Yep.
so all the heads are free.
Yeah, they're just really piss poor at hitting Lom.
Sure. Well, I'm pretty happy about that, honestly. So Kletos is going to run. He's going to sort of like hop up and like he's going to like turn around and he's going to just run up the belly of Zmay. And then he's going to he's just going to like while standing on its neck, just punch it in the throat a bunch of times.
Throat punch, sick. Yeah, absolutely. And you can have inspiration.
Sweet.
The spider walking, running up the underbelly that's beautiful, man. Super
Cool.
super
I'm just gonna
smart.
roll all 4.
Yeah, just roll them all.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you guys can always do that if you're gonna take multiple attacks, so long as you like sequence which one's gonna go first. You can do that.
It was a weird set of rolls. It was 2 21s and 2 25s.
Well, that's 2 hits and 2 hits. So,
great. That's a
lot of throat punching.
Bunch of throat damage coming in. While I calculate that, why don't you make a Constitution saving throw?
Oh, geez, I'd love to. Which throat are you targeting?
Middle throat.
Middle throat. All right.
Yeah.
Man, that middle head is just taking a beating.
Look, you gotta work them down one at a time.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Go to the center and spread out.
If I've learned anything about fighting hydras once, twice, man,
4
it's clean
times.
here. All right, Constitution saving throw is a 22.
That'll do it. 24 plus. Uh, 52 magical Kletos damage.
Nice.
Damn. Okay. That is banging.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna like kind of stand there on its throat. So if something else tries to bite him, it's gonna bite itself on the throat.
All right, sounds good. Lom, and then Digger.
Okay, so my axe is still stuck in its neck and things like that.
Yeah, you can use a bonus action to make a strength check to extract it if you'd like.
Or counter, because it's a one-sided axe from what I remember you told me when we bought it.
It
my
is.
Hands on the back of the head, and then I'm just going to use my strength and just.
Are you Thanosing this shit?
I'm going to try to just clean directly.
All right.
I'm going to use both of my attacks just to try to push right through and then just and can get out the other side at least.
Dan, you play so much more excitingly sleep deprived than you do when you're all here, man. That's amazing. Yes, absolutely. Make me 2 strength checks at advantage for each of them.
Awesome. Just regular strength checks. Let me
Yep.
get my things.
Inspired.
I'm the worst barbarian in the world.
Checks out.
19 for the first check.
Okay, that's good.
17 for the second check.
Those both check out. So I need you to roll me damage for your axe. So roll damage twice.
Okay, so just like. Oh wow! The first die is a 12. So 15. Do I add my rage damage on top
Yeah.
of it?
I mean, it's just
okay.
you're basically kind of like attacking. You're just rather than making
Okay.
an attack, you're using your strength to like push through this thing.
Okay, so 17 damage,
Okay.
and then the next one will be 11 damage.
Okay, so 28 total.
Yep.
All right. So Kletos, you are like standing and just like boom, boom, like this is like slow motion, and like Kletos is just like punching bag this guy in the neck, and then all of a sudden you see Lom's head with an axe right behind it, like cut through the middle neck, and he's just like smiling maniacally as he like rage like cuts through the middle neck of this thing and comes flying out and is just like, "Hey, Kletos." All right, Digger, you're up. Yeah, Kletos like. Lom, you
guy
can have
needs
inspiration
therapy.
if you don't have it already. That was very inspired.
That's the third time I got inspiration tonight.
Yeah, man. Keep using it. Keep getting it.
All right, so what? How many heads are left?
There's 2 heads.
2.
Yep.
All right. You said and I was like, is there more?
No, just 2.
I will.
There was 3 heads. One of them just got cut off. That's it.
Okay. I will go for the head that's taken the least amount of damage. Maybe if I can tap it right. Go. Oh, and that'd be a natural 20.
Oh, hey-o. All right.
So
roll that damage.
that is 20 total damage from the arrow.
Okay.
And another 20 from the sneak attack.
Okay.
And he's got to make the con save of 18.
All right. Almost rolled a d12. 24.
Okay. Well, he'll take half of this. Now, is this doubled?
Is what doubled?
Poison damage?
No. Poison damage will be
Okay.
the poison, and the additional damages will be whatever they normally are. Because those are like additional damages to your attack. Yeah.
Yes. So then it would only be 10 sneak attack. So I thought sneak attack got doubled.
Hold on, I have to. Let me pull the definition up on my.
I thought sneak attack, unless is this your special? Is this one of your special forced abilities, or just normal sneak attack?
That would just be from like on a natural 20. Would you double sneak attack or not?
Okay, so my
No, I
sneak
don't believe
attack
so.
at least says
Correct.
once per turn you can deal an extra 2d6, but that's just for me to one creature, so it's going to be
Yeah,
an
it's
extra
just
couple of die.
it'll be just like that.
Okay, then it's only 10 for the sneak attack, not 20.
Okay.
And then he would take 2 poison damage
Cool.
because that's 5 half.
Okay. All right. So total 40,
32.
32. Okay. All right. All right. It's Manya's turn. Manya only has 2 heads. It is not very happy. And let's see. We have a Kletos and a Lam directly visible, so we are going with it is going to try to breathe fire at you, Lam, so I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dirty 20.
All right. You're going to take 7 fire damage. Kletos, it's going to attack you with its bite. That's not going to do it. It kind of goes in and like can't kind of arc around and just kind of like hits the top of its head like on its chest.
Sure. It's just been through a traumatic experience.
Okay,
Guess I'd
and
have to
then
say its head isn't in the game.
no, it's mostly in its neck. Hey, thanks for the follow, El Blabo.
Hey, thank you.
They just wrapped up playing Baldur's Gate, second time DM. I'm new, so still learning. That's awesome. Well, this is the first ongoing that I ever DM'd for, and we are 140 episodes in. So sometimes it just latches on and keeps going.
Just
Got good
works out.
folks, good times. All right, top of the pops. Rock, you are up.
All right. Well, let's do some wild magic first. 23.
All right, 23. There it is. Your skin turns a vibrant shade of blue. So now you got white hair and blue skin.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
White hair, blue skin, 4 eyes.
You basically have turned into a frost giant. You're just a really thick,
You
very
are a
short
Jotun.
frost giant.
You are a Jotun.
Checks out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to make some attacks.
All right.
Or at least try.
All right.
27 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
14 points of damage.
Okay.
13 will probably not hit.
13 is not going to hit. No.
And then another 13 is not going to hit. That's sad.
No, it will not.
It happens. Trent, Leaf, and our new friend Warren Sapling are all going to move up, and each are going to grab a foot of Manja.
Okay.
And they're going to just start rooting themselves down.
That's
to keep
awesome.
it.
All right, let's make some opposed strength rolls. Because he doesn't know what's going on, or it doesn't know what's going on, I'm going to make them at disadvantage. So let's go 4 opposed strength rolls. Roll 1. Roll better than a 2. Yep. Okay. So front left, lockdown. Front right.
6.
That one is still free. I rolled a 9. Back left. Oh, I'm rolling bad. Beat an 8.
24.
All right, and then back right.
9.
Ooh, close. I rolled a 2, 6. So okay, so the front left and back 2 legs are being like held down and rooted into the ground. It just has its front right paw to be able to strike with now. Excellent turn.
That leaves Foliage.
Why
Who
aren't you
has-
calling him Stick Foley?
Ooh. Dan,
That's
what?
good.
You
All right,
need to be
here's the
sleep
deal,
deprived
Dan.
every time.
I need you to be sleep starved every time we play D&D. For
So
the
be
rest
up
of
for
time.
18 hours
Yes,
before
yes.
doing this.
Since he has climbed the big tree, by God, he's going to drop the elbow from the top of the giant tree.
All right. So I want you to roll me a D12.
D12. Not a great roll. 2.
Okay. So I am going to grant you 5d6 to roll, and that's going to be the damage. Because I was thinking he would get essentially 30 feet up last turn, and then whatever bonus he
Okay.
could kind of shimmy up to then jump off. So, yeah, 5d6 damage.
I mean, this is way better than my expectation, which is if it followed the original, he would just miss altogether.
Checks out.
Miss altogether, have a tooth to the nose.
16.
16 damage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then Trunks is going to take a shot with the Wanzuka.
All right. 2 rolls again.
Okay. 48.
48. Next to Trunks, a compliant horse that looks very much like your former steed appears. You are reunited with your beloved steed, Rock.
Whoa!
Okay, just so, because there's a lot going on here,
Yeah.
I need a name because there are a lot of former steeds.
Not
It's the steed.
your horse from New Kings Bay.
It's damn kids?
It's Damn Kids, baby. Damn Kids is standing next to Trunks. Roll me another wild magic.
All right.
Damn Kids, El Blabo. Damn Kids is Rock's former steed that he left behind. Probably, I don't know, 60 episodes ago, as the boys had to flee from their former residence when it was taken over by a gang of criminals and or vampires.
Well, hold on. Warrior just had the episode off the top of his head in the chat.
80,
How do you remember this
85?
stuff?
I was there.
99.
I listened to the products.
Yeah, I mean, Rock was elbow deep in bullets,
Mhm.
and Warrior dragged him away, and we couldn't get Damn Kids.
It was going to be you, or it was going to be the horse at that point, and the horse could run a lot faster than the dwarf. Sorry,
Halfling.
dwarf of yeah.
50 for the next Wanzuka shoot.
Oh, this is so perfect. You cry uncontrollably for the next minute. Whenever you try to speak through your tears, snot shoots out from your nose. I have never seen two wild magic things pair so nicely together with storyline things. You're just
Why?
like, damn kids. It's just snot erupting from your nose. Just big like arm. Wow, just all across. Widow Puerto.
A lot of people don't believe that the Wanzuka is always the best option. And I gotta tell you, this is just more proof.
Always is. Oh man. That might go down as one of the best turns of all time.
Clip it. Just clip it.
All right. Horatio, you're up.
All right. Well, I can't beat that. But Manya is going to hear voices in one of their heads. They counsel him. They understand, but he's going to take a bunch of psychic damage.
They call to him.
All right. So you can make a wisdom save. I would like you to fail, but do what you want.
16?
That fails. So this is a lot of damage. I probably should have said I was casting at a level 5.
That's helpful.
Initially. But I checked off the box there. So let's see, that is 10, 26, 32 psychic damage.
As Manya thunders to the ground, its neck's thrashing violently, the two that are left, but ultimately, impotently, the forest itself takes a deep breath and you feel the ground below you rise and fall. The Legion Oak's black galls transform into wooden cavalry that begin to kind of fall and slowly kind of float on leaven canopies to the ground, alighting themselves next to the treant saplings that have been helping you out after Rock's melodic call to them. Rustling leaves above begin to whisper words on the wind, similar to what Kletos experienced as it asked for the nectar of the Legion Oak. Rhythmic tremors like colossal footsteps shake the ground all around you. The soil separates as smooth, rock hard tree trunks begin to once again emerge from the space around where the Sultan circle that you have created ends up, and new life springs from the blood that trickles out of dismay from where Lam cleaved through its central neck. The undergrowth begins to kind of resprout and grow, and this autumnal kind of addled appearance of the Legion Oak begins to spring anew within this grove, and you all feel kind of this pulsing in your ear as the heartbeat of the forest begins anew, and you feel a magical presence unlike any as strong as you felt in the forest up until this point. And you know that Darren and the heart of the forest has awakened.
Huh. Oh, damn.
And we'll find out what happens next time on another very special episode of D&DDT with the only boys that I like to hang out with every other week here on twitch.tv/knownworldunited and on tntd.com, the Tasty Boys.
Tasty boys. Interdimensional.
Recording stopped.
Just got it in.
Snuck it in.
That is our episode for tonight. That is a 2.5 hour banger. This is part 1 of episode 140. Part 2 of episode 140 will be happening in less than 2 weeks on Wednesday, December 15th at 7 p.m. We'll be joined as the boys head into the heart of the forest, the beating chamber of life that has pumped magic into this mystical place that we've been inhabiting for the last string of episodes. We appreciate everybody who dropped by tonight. Thanks so much to El Blabo. Thanks so much to Shaggy. Yeah, thanks everybody for dropping in. I'm the Beard. You can catch me here DMing every other Wednesday for D&DDT. You can also catch me over on our sister channel, twitch.tv/HeelTurnRadio, for all sorts of interviewee goodness. Next week on Heel Turn Radio, Thursday, December 9th, we're going to be chatting with Midwest Ground and Air, Ben Saylor, Nate Bash, and also Midwest, facial hair, our good friend Wayne McCarty, who is going to be hanging out with us and talking about all things old school Minnesota wrestling. You can follow me at Huey Beardwalks on most social media, and I'll be back on December 15th for part 2 of episode 140. So, boys, tell them where they can find you, and we will go around the horn, starting with, once again, the one and only Ringer.
All right, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Cubicle Zombie. You can also find me next Monday and every other Monday right on this very channel playing Shitty Little Kid on Down and Outlands.
It's true. I'm Warrior. You can find me at WarriorMN on the socials. You can also find me on Down and Outlands this Monday, in fact. You can also find me occasionally on twitch.tv/HeelTurnRadio for Dive Club. It's Thursdays at 7 p.m. over there. So tune in if you can. And if you can't, that's okay too. But you should try.
You can find me on all social media at @OrinVite, and then at Rocky Mountain Pro on twitch.tv/Rocky Mountain Pro. We just opened a brand new facility, so once subscribed, we'll get weekly wrestling. 92 some events next year, so it's going to be busy.
Going from the busy to the less so busy. You can find me on most social medias, whether it's Twitter, TikTok, Instagram at RefDanFits. Here on my Twitch channel, Daxon33, I'll be streaming when I can. My schedule got thrown off because of the holidays and things like that, and my next show isn't until January, and it's not till middle of January, so I got a bit of time before I need to make any announcements. But yeah, pretty much going to be taking a month break to let my body heal up a little bit before heading back to the ring.
Nice.
You can find me, and more importantly, the things that I draw and or paint, at Finger Twitchings on Twitter, Instagram, and now TikTok for the time lapses. As well as when I'm able to work it into my schedule, twitch.tv/Finger Twitchings to witness it live. You could also grab my book, Party Starters Volume 1, which is filled with pre-made D&D characters, artwork, backstories on the Apple Books platform or Drive-Thru RPG.
Oh, yeah. So thanks to everybody again for dropping by. Blabo, I hope that your heat comes back on. That's no good, baby. But I hope your D&D compatriots and a little fun tonight keeps your heart warm. So for me, the Beard, and all of the lovely boys, we will see you back on December 15th for episode 140, part 2 of our ongoing fast casual Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition interdimensional culinary experience with the one and only Tasty Boys.
Tasty
Oh, I was on mute. Ruined it.
Me
There
too.
you
You're
go.
not the
Way
only
to
one.
go. Yes, you fucked it up.
I was trying to be responsible as a streaming individual, and
It was a good slow mo tasty boys. I think it was still successful.
it makes me feel better because you guys are lost.